The Jaws sequels continue. Oh, God. This is not going to be fun. Hello, my fellow YouTubers and subscribers, and welcome to my movie rant on Jaws 3, or Jaws 3D. Oh, look, it's coming out of the screen. It's 3D. Yeah, so the next Jaws sequel of 3 sequels that we have, I reviewed the second one recently, and now I'm going to review the third. So, the plot, or excuse of a plot, for Jaws 3 is as follows. A giant 35-foot shark becomes trapped in a SeaWorld theme park, and it's up to the sons of Police Chief Brody to rescue everyone. Jaws 3. Jaws 3, or Jaws 3D. Fuck's sake. Yeah, I don't like this film. Not gonna be about the bush. I don't like this film whatsoever. I mean, what can I say? You know, this movie has a reputation behind it. It's not a surprise to know that I don't like it. You know, I didn't think I was going to like it, and I was right. Once again, we have an incredibly dull sequel with awful characters, poor story, poor pacing. Only this time, it's even worse than film 2, because the effects are shit. Yep. Jaws 3 has quite possibly some of the worst effects in film. The visual effects, even for the time, are bad. They are really, really bad. I mean, this was during a time when, you know, films like Star Wars were coming out, where special effects were being revolutionized, and this is the best they could do? It's just so bad. When you look at the shark in this movie, compared to the first 2 films, it looks so cheap. Even the practical shark they have looks so cheap, and then when they add the sort of projection, when they superimpose it into the shot, it looks so terrible. And all the green screen, blue screen effects look terrible. They look like effects that are worse than what I could do on my own computer. I know technology has advanced since those days, but even so, it just looks really bad, and it takes you out of the moment. You can't believe the suspense, and you can't believe the danger, you can't believe any of that, because it doesn't look authentic. That's why I just did not engage with Jaws 3. Jaws 3 is an utter mess, and it is a disgrace. It doesn't deserve to be remembered as a part of this series. That's not to say the second one was much better, but at the very least, the second movie had better shark effects, and some of the, you know, action sequences, some of the perilous scenes were at least authentic. They were believable. I didn't really like the second one that much, but it's better than this one. I mean, okay, you've got the cast who are trying. I mean, you have a very young Dennis Quaid who's playing Mike Brody. He does a decent job, but his character's so boring. All of the characters are terrible. They don't really develop any of them. None of them seem to have any relevance to the story whatsoever. As well as Dennis Quaid, with Bess Armstrong as Catherine Morgan. She's the lead female. She's a boring character as well. There's nothing about her that's interesting. Simon MacCorkindale plays a British, I think he's a reporter, but I'm not entirely sure. The movie doesn't really make it clear. Called Philip Fitzroyce. I mean, he's actually got a British accent. He's the only person who's British in the film. That's the only thing that makes him stand out. Lewis Gossett Jr. as Calvin. John Putch as Sean Brody, who I believe is the other son. Leah Thompson as Kelly Ann Bukowski. And the list goes on, but pretty much all of these people, I'm sure they're decent actors in other things, but here, there's just not much of a script for them to work with. Okay, they've changed the location now. We're in a sea life centre. We're in a marine centre and / aquarium. But that doesn't mean that it's better, you know? Just because they've changed the premise slightly, it doesn't mean this movie's any different to the first 2. It's just so dull, it's so tired, it's so lazy. Again, it's a cash grab. It's another one where they churned it out. And with the visual effects, you can tell they've tried to, you know, capitalize on the 3D gimmick, because some of the things turn around, like, very close to the screen, and things pop out at you. Even the titles are meant to look a bit, you know, further out than what they should. So there's no reason for it to have been in 3D. I didn't watch it in 3D, I only watched it in 2D. So you can tell where they tried to incorporate the 3D. Also, I don't know if this is just me, but when I watched it on Blu-ray, the footage was really grainy. Like, nearly all the film was completely grainy. I don't know if that is the same for anyone else, or whether it's just the Blu-ray transfer, but it was really distracting. I guess it just goes to show how cheap they were working with, and the fact that, yeah, okay, you can't remove film grain, I understand that, but at the very least, when they were filming, couldn't someone have adjusted the camera settings? Because it looks cheap. It looks so cheap. This is like a TV budget film. This movie looks like it's made on a budget of £10, if that. Honestly, the best scenes in this movie are when you actually just see like proper sea life. Like you see like the whales and the dolphins and stuff like that. You know, seeing the dolphins. That's the nicest part. Seeing a dolphin spinning around. That's the best part of the film. The rest of it is dull as ditch water. It's not even that nice to look at, really, because it just all feels so cheap, and it just feels like nobody had any heart making this film. They didn't care about the story. They didn't bother to write a story. There really isn't a story. And when things start going down, it's just more of the same thing. When, you know, the shark starts attacking people and the Brodies have to sort of save the day. It's like, yeah, this is the third time now, you know, been there, done that. You'd think that after the first two instances, that the Brody family would move away. You think that they would actually move away from this area, because clearly they keep getting attacked by sharks. Why would they stay in the same place? Why would they live in the same area? Get away from the coast and move further inland. You know, if it's really that much of a problem, then, you know, why? Do they just love water or something? I don't know. Like, it's ridiculous. Do I like anything about this movie? The music. I'll give it that. The soundtrack is good, but that's it. And the actors are trying, but that's all I can say. There's really nothing else I can praise this movie for. It's crap. It's a crap sequel. I hear the fourth one is worse and adds insult to injury, so I'm not looking forward to that. At the end of the day, guys, Jaws 3 is one of the most dull, boring films you can ever watch. It is so unbelievably slow, unbelievably boring. And it's only 98 minutes. It's not long. It's the shortest of the three. I don't know what to say. I'm just so bored. I knew it wasn't going to be good, but fuck me, I didn't know I was going to feel like falling asleep watching it. Oh, man. I mean, if it was at least nice to look at, that would be something. But no. Quite frankly, this is a disaster. This is where the series plummets. This is where they killed it. And the fourth one, again, adds insult to injury from what I've heard, so eek. So yeah, this is really the beginning of the end of the Jaws franchise. So as a final rating for this film, I'll give it a 2 out of 10. I can't give it any more than that. It is a disaster. It is really bad. And they should really be ashamed of this sequel. It really is not good, and it has not aged well. It didn't even age well when it was made. That's how bad it was. You know it's bad when you release a movie, and then on the day people see it, they go, wow, this hasn't aged well. Can you imagine it? It would be so funny going to a screening on the release day. I mean, the premiere for this must have been so awkward, because everybody looked at it and went, wow, those effects are shit. But, of course, we are not done yet, because we have one more film, this bad boy, Jaws the Revenge. Oh, fuck. So, stay tuned next time when I review the fourth and currently final Jaws film. I mean, never say never, you know, in Hollywood there could be a reboot of Jaws in the future. Well, let's hope not, but we'll see. So anyway, thank you very much for watching this review. What do you think of this film? Please comment down below, let me know. Please hit the like and subscribe button for more content like this. And stay tuned next time when I review Jaws 4 The Revenge. So until next time, I'm Pajak's Perspective. See ya. Bye for now.